flavors. The whole vibe of it just makes it so intense. And enticing in its range of entertainment.
I have no qualms with taking my clothes off.
It's where filmmakers flock for some urban inspiration.
It's really great to be part of something that says it's about New York.
And anyone can unleash their wildest inhibitions.
Tonight basically is a celebration of all things kinky and weird.
There's always something to see.
You see people walking around here naked.
And do. In the city that never sleeps.
Every night's a wild night in New York City.
Join us as we take an intimate look at one of the city's sexiest industries.
Like just glamour and pumping glamour.
And hit the stage with some local legends. I'm the cubic zirconia, Rockette. We've got it all as E bites to the core of the Big Apple. Welcome to Wild in the Big Apple. I'm Jules Asner, here in the heart of New York City's Times Square, where the action never stops. In the next hour, we'll explore the hottest, hippest, and some of the more extraordinary things that make this city the cultural center of the world. From its historic traditions to non-stop nightlife, it's time to get wild on the Big Apple. It's the ultimate urban experience.
Gosh, I love all the humanity. I love the hot dogs. I love the buildings. I love the Yankees.
Doing anything in New York is much more exciting and real.
I love the subways. I love our home. I love the Jefferson Market. I love the library.
There's no place like New York.
There's just a million things that I'm totally devoted to the city.
And along with that devotion comes pride. From Yankee pride
Wherever we go in New York, I mean, it seems like everyone's Yankee fan.
to gay pride.
So is your girlfriend here today?
Several girlfriends are here.
Several girlfriends are here. Oh, I just love her. I have several boyfriends here tonight. Maybe we can all go out together and have a drink.
New Yorkers know how to leave an everlasting impression.
I think tonight is just a celebration of life.
In the next hour, we'll hit the streets with some knowledgeable New Yorkers.
It's dirty jokes. That's all right. I like dirty.
Wine and dine with the rich and famous.
It looks nice. I want to get some food.
And fly high with some expert acrobats.
It's so exhilarating.
It's all coming up as E takes an untamed look at the Big Apple.
In New York, it's all about sex.
And this is only the beginning. Right now, we're in Midtown Manhattan's little oasis, Bryant Park. Now, believe it or not, several times a year, this place is transformed into an actual runway where models and designers from around the world come to strut the latest in high fashion.
All right, we're going to do one.
It's Fashion Week in New York, the hottest ticket in town, and supermodels go center stage with a preview of tomorrow's sexiest looks for industry insiders and celebrities alike.
New York is really the center of the fashion industry.
And the fact is, New Yorkers spend more money on clothes than in any other city in the U.S. From Fifth Avenue's classic couture to Soho's funky threads, it's clear this city has a sense of style.
It's just happening all around. You just got to open your eyes to see it.
Free-spirited design diva Betsy Johnson attributes much of her success to the Big Apple. Her inspiration, she says, comes straight from the street.
It's kind of like Hollywood Boulevard meets at the corner 125th Street, Harlem. It's that mix of like bomber jackets, sweatshirts, with sequin dresses and studded anything and everything. It's heavy duty with lingerie, underwear, because I think that's where how you feel starts, from inside.
Daughter Lulu is Betsy's model, muse, and #1 fan.
Betsy just went all out and put so much effort into everything and so much creativity, and it's just so beautiful.
It's Betsy's unique approach to the traditional runway show that makes her a model favorite.
Betsy is really energetic and really fun and really great and mellow, and it's not as conservative, and she's just a really fun, beautiful woman.
It's fun. Everyone's relaxed. They let you be yourself.
It's just great. I mean, she comes flipping down the runway. It's really cool.
And celebrity admirers appreciate Betsy's passion for fashion.
I think she's a great woman, and she's got a real funky style, and she's got spirit. She's got life, and that's what counts, you know?
I just really dig her style, that she's just totally different. She doesn't go with the norm. She takes chances.
Fashion Week also extends to more eclectic showcases like the Ivy Supersonic Hat Show, sponsored by New York's Egg Magazine.
There are all kinds of performance artists, dancers, singers, models, and we're going to do a fashion show. So it's a dancing fashion show, the Feathered Hat Dancing Fashion Show.
And for the sake of true art,
It's all about art.
these models are willing to bear it all.
We are going to don Ivy's feathered hats, strip off, paint ourselves in thrilling colors, and let it all out for you.
New York is the place to do this because it's just the atmosphere. Everyone's just very receptive to being free and wild, and just let yourself, express yourself, express your inner inhibitions. Wild and free.
Wild and free. Fashion. That's what this is all about. Fashion.
My mouth.
Once the party is in full swing, Ivy's feathered creations take to the stage.
I hope we pulled off what we like to pull off in New York tonight.
You gotta go with it.
We like to express something without any filter.
You gotta go with your feeling.
That's just the way we do it here.
You only have one life that you know of. As the runways begin to cool down, some of the industry's hottest parties get ready to heat up. And here in the fashionable district of Soho, Q model Derek Brewer hit the dance floor with some of the movers and shakers in the fashion industry.
Here we are, I'm with fellow members of Q Agency. My name is Derek Brewer, one of the Brewer twins. We are taking this party to Chaos, the brand new club that's going to be going off tonight. Woo!
Party hosts Jeffrey Colesrud and Gwen Saman coordinated the End of Fashion Week Bash to launch Q Models, an agency with a unique philosophy.
Q plans on managing the models as performing artists. We want to manage every aspect of a model's career from the beginning, and then if they want to go to film, music, books, we're going to be able to take care of everything.
Well, maybe not everything. These up-and-coming models are out scouting some new talent of their own.
Women in New York is very hot, and if you want to find the best women, you have to come to New York.
The men in New York are the best. It's the only reason I'm here.
New York is definitely the place to make your dreams come true.
Coming up, E jumps around with some Central Park originals, and later, meet the city's most alluring cabaret performers. It's all coming up as we get wild on the Big Apple. Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple. If there's one thing New Yorkers need, it's a little recreation. And there's no better place to do that than Manhattan's own version of the great outdoors, Central Park. Hello.
Your knees slow.
It's a good vibe, good people. No aggression. The grass, the trees, just really takes you away from no cars. It's great.
I mean, you could do any type of exercising you want. They close it off on the weekends of the cars, so you see rollerbladers and bikers and runners, so I think that's what draws people.
All walks of life is here. You got all walks of life.
For nearly 20 years, the Central Park dance skaters have come here to spin their wheels. This couple loves skating so much, they had a roller wedding.
Huh. That's the way it's done.
Very nice. Now, how long have you guys been skating together?
Well, off and on 3 years, but seriously for years. Since our marriage on wheels.
You guys got married on rollerblades? Yes.
Yeah, on at the Roxy. Everybody, the whole wedding party was on skates.
That is true love.
Wedding of the century.
Wedding of the century on
Still talking
rollerblades.
about it, yeah.
Now, can you show me something real quick?
what I love. This beautiful crowd. Yeah.
Another popular Central Park-style workout comes courtesy of the Double Dutch Divas, who show you that you're never too old to skip rope.
Perfect! Well, I love to jump as a kid. You know, I can remember 10, 11, 12. We did that in the street every day, and I wanted to see if I could still do it.
Dance, girl! Come on!
Have you ever met anybody who cannot double dutch?
Well, we've met people who said they couldn't jump, but when we put in enough time and effort, we've gotten them to jump.
You have the time today to
We
put
do.
into me.
We have
You're
it,
gonna teach me.
and we believe that Jules can jump today.
She's got the beat! Hey, she's got the beat! Hey, she's got the beat! E-A-C-E!
Well, while I work on my double dutch skills, one of the drag circus most talented performers, Miss Candy Cane, is going to take us down the Big Apple's colorful path of gay and lesbian pride.
Hi, I'm Candy Cane for New York's Gay Pride. What makes New York Pride different from any other pride?
It's gayer and more festive and bigger.
It's bigger. Size does matter. I'm speaking with this lovely young lady from
Indiana.
And your name is?
Barbara.
Barbara, what brings you to New York City for Pride 98?
Just here for the weekend, but I'm loving the parade.
You're loving the parade? You don't say. Joan Rivers never does interviews like this, baby. Your bra is practically see-through.
Really?
Yes. Were you aware that your bra was see-through?
I had no idea.
Where did you borrow your bra? From the Emperor?
Actually, on the Upper West Side.
We've been held in for so long, you know, that it's a day of ours. You know, we appreciate everybody. Look at it. Look at everyone out here. You know, we're happy. We're together. United. Yeah, we're all united. We have all kind of people here, united together, loving one another. That's what it's about, loving. You know, we need more of that. We really do.
How would you describe the energy here today?
It is incredible. I think it's going to be the biggest and best gay pride parade ever.
Ever?
Ever. I can just feel it.
Eric is an authority. You know what, folks? I gotta go. Thank you for joining us today.
It's here in downtown's Washington Square Park where the hip and happening collide by day. But by night, it's time to head back uptown to the Kit Kat Club, which plays host to one of Gotham's most outrageous parties.
Suzanne Barsh is the one, like, around the world that really makes nightlife happen.
I started doing parties, let's say, in 1987. And I kind of didn't plan it, I fell into it.
I think the great thing about Suzanne's parties and any party where people who work for her are involved are that the people that she hires have a genuine zest for what they're doing. She actually goes out and finds the creative people that are the bloodstream of the New York underground, and so they have a genuine zest for it. And then she gives the public access to them at different functions.
It's amazing. The show that's going on, I think, is brilliant.
This is New York. It's got like a taste of everything. The outfits, the people, the energy, great. I want to tear it up out there. It's outstanding.
Still ahead, the joke's on us as we talk turkey with the Joke Man.
Just for that, no black jokes for a month.
Bring them more. I love it.
And later, see where late night dancing is a way of life.
This is the new happening place, and it rolls.
It's all coming up as we get wild on the Big Apple.
Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps but always eats. That's right, from gourmet eateries to just a corner hot dog stand, there's something here in Manhattan for everyone, even those with unusual appetites.
He's known as Jackie the Joke Man Martling, the writer-comedian made famous by the infamous Howard Stern Show.
Hey, fellas. See how friendly See how friendly everybody is?
I love Howard.
Just for that, no black jokes for a month.
A die-hard New Yorker, Jackie is no stranger to the best eats in town. New York is known for its food. I mean, people just...
Right.
What do you have to have when you're here?
I always tell people you got to get
some hot pastrami with Carnegie Deli, infamous for sandwiches the size of a house. This is Studio 54, where it's the famous disco. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's a deli. Oh, man, was that a wild night or what? Wow, the sun's up. The sun's up already. Oh, I'm so full of cocaine, I can hardly see.
Joking around is Jackie's forte, and luckily he gets paid for it on the Howard Stern Show. What's the best part of doing the show?
The Stern Show?
Yeah.
I sit in the classroom and pass notes like I did in high school, only instead of getting in trouble for it, I get a big paycheck.
And when he's not passing out jokes, Jackie's working the streets, passing out his new CD.
We gave him 20 bucks on a CD.
What more could he want? So now I am getting hungry.
You are getting hungry?
Yeah.
Falafel?
Falafel.
Pizza, Ray's Pizza.
It's New York famous, right?
Right.
Famous original New York pizza.
Can I buy a slice of pizza?
Buy me a slice.
People say I'm cheap, though.
Well, you're going to buy me a slice.
This sucks. 2 slices, 2 regular slices. There it is. See that? Very fast.
Very fast. And for this professional stand-up, the only way to eat New York pizza is standing up.
People stand up because they're in a hurry. And also, probably, at one point, these were tables, and somebody probably stole the chairs. Now we're standing up. How is it? See, he left. See, good audience over there.
Oh, it's good. Aren't you going to have some?
Am I going to have some? I paid for it.
I'm so happy. And while Jackie Martling could be the king of all stand-ups, another entertainment king has his own answer for a perfect meal.
Welcome to Justin's, everybody. I'm Sean Puffy Combs, producer, director, actor, CEO, restaurateur. This is my new venture, Justin's.
Between his busy schedule of producing and performing, Puffy Combs gets busier at his very own eatery called Justin's. Justin's, named after Puffy's son, is legendary for having the smallest boss with the biggest crowds in town.
It's probably the youngest restaurant owner in the world. How you feel about that? You like that? That's good.
But little Justin isn't the only one running the big show. Behind the scenes of this fine dining haven are the people who make it all happen.
This is Vernon Brown. He's my business manager. He runs all the money. Please, don't speak to him. He's very tight. He's very tight.
Puff's cuisine creations were revealed to the public with the restaurant's grand opening. And when Puff has a party, the whole town shows up.
Mr. Daddy called me to ask me to come and check out the restaurant. It looks nice. I want to get some food.
He's doing pretty well. He's the #1 guy, and his records are great. The whole thing is just, he's done a tremendous job, and what he's done here is really fantastic.
See, there you have it. This is Justin's restaurant. I'm Justin's father, Sean Puffy Combs. It's Quincy. So we finishing up the tour. Thank you for coming. And when you're in New York, stop on by. But you must make a reservation, and you must dress to impress.
There are many famous theme restaurants here in New York, but nobody has a theme like La Nouveau Justine, because their theme is S&M. And I'm going to go inside and check out this slave bar, sex bar, S&M bar, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I'm not going to go alone. I actually have a date. Cameron Matheson from All My Children is actually going to brave this place and go in with me now. Have you been here before?
I have not, no, but I've heard it's very interesting.
At La Nouvelle Justine's, you can order a wide variety of French cuisine with a little spanking on the side, among other house specialties. So your specialty isn't the food?
Yeah, I mean, my specialty is spanking. I would love to spank you, but if you're not, you know. But, yeah, we also sell spanking, foot washing, little S&M fair, little fetish things.
Now, what's your most popular item on the menu?
Spanking and good doggy obedience.
Good dog obedience.
Good doggy obedience, I see.
Time for a little spanking.
Now, I have to say, it seems a little scary walking in, but everybody seems to be having a pretty good time.
First of all, fetishism, anything that's ever done to you is consensual. That's what the whole thing is about. Sexuality starts from here. All right, so even though we do call ourselves an S&M restaurant, it is a fetish restaurant.
While Mistress Diana was breaking down the facts and figures on fetishism, Cameron developed a craving for a full order of foot worship. I have to say, that doesn't look so bad. Thank you so much, Cameron, for coming with us.
Thank you very much.
I just have to say one thing. I stole that Lady Diane's whip. Don't tell her. Taking it with me. I'm going. Up next, find out what it takes to impress a city that's seen it all.
All surging and getting ready to explode.
And we'll experience a hit show where everyone's a part of the cast.
It's like nothing I've ever experienced before.
It's all coming up as E's bold look at the Big Apple continues. Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple. I'm Jules Asner here at the New York Palace Hotel, kind of a home away from home for visiting celebrities, politicians, and royalty. Now, one of the great things about coming to New York has to be the nightlife, and there's no better way to start a night out on the town than with a drink at one of the city's most famous watering holes. We're here at the legendary Spy Bar, and rumor has it that the drinks and the atmosphere here are very smooth, so let's go check them out. Hey, man. Hi. How's it going? Now, when ladies normally come in here, what's the most popular drink for a lady to order?
I would say Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan? I will have one of those, please. My taste test for the New York Cosmopolitan. A Manhattan in Manhattan. I guess I'm a bartender's worst nightmare. I'm sorry. Now, a classic Manhattan cocktail is only the beginning to a night out on the town. And let me tell you, just one sip is already enough for me. But for a look at what really goes on here after dark, well, hey, we turn that over to New York native and model, Tamiko. Check this out.
Hi, E. We're at Life tonight, where there's a big party, as always. And as you can see, there's a huge line of people waiting to get in. Hopefully, I have an in. I'm here with all my friends, and we're going to hang out. I always go out with my friends when we have a ball. So we're going to try to get in. Hopefully, they'll let us pass the line, and we can get in a little sooner than everybody else. So here we go. We're with E. Hello. E Entertainment. So we finally made it in. We're going to head down, and we're going to let the party get started. What do you love about New York nightlife?
It's great. It's just fun-filled. It's like what you would want life to be, you know?
And here we are at Life. How ironic.
How appropriate.
We have a Life employee. We get the truth about life. What is life really like? Now be nice because you're on camera, okay?
One of the most glamorous things to happen to New York City in a while.
Did you smile to get in? Did you try and smile? I had to show a little leg. That's a lot of leg. That's not a little leg. That's a lot of leg right there, okay? What do you love about New York nightlife?
New York nightlife always goes on and never stops, ever.
So I'm going to say goodnight, guys, because I'm going to stay here all night, but you got to go to bed. New York nightlife is great. Bye.
New York nightlife also has the tendency to reinvent itself from time to time. And here at the downtown New York club Shine, Cabaret has returned with the same erotic and exotic acts that have entertained audiences for decades.
People really hip to it, and they dig it. And they come here because of the shows, because of the music, because of the atmosphere, and because there's always something going on. The whole room is surrounded by the stage, and there's something always going on here, which is great.
What do you hope people think when they come and see you perform?
Well, I hope they appreciate the aesthetics of it, because it's really, I hope it's beautiful to look at. I hope it's beautiful to hear, and I hope people can get some goodness out of it. I fell for you driving in, you took me in. Now all you got to offer me, to
drink a gin. It's the eclectic blend of artists that keeps clubgoers coming back for more. Pretty amazing. The crowd was definitely behind you and you did that.
Yeah, they were. I don't know what they had for dinner. They were really happy.
And Shine's success has become an international attraction. Circus performer Anna Jack left her home in Russia to take a chance on the New York stage.
I started working with circus. My family lives in circus, so like I work in circus all my life.
And a venue with such talent would not be complete without a master of ceremonies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shine. How you guys doing? All right. Woo, what a party. Here at Shine, I bring on the acts, I organize them, and I am proud to do it because these people are a well-disciplined group of entertainers, and it is my privilege and pleasure to work with them. Rock and roll, baby. It's time to swing.
I think the swing in cabarets is really coming very strongly into New York. It's not really a fad. We've been doing it here for a little while. I think the crowd likes it.
Shine has opened the underground doors, exposing some of Gotham's more unique performers.
It's like going back to the old vaudeville days. The art scene has been really low for a while. Everybody's been underground, you know, and now it's all surging and getting ready to explode. And this is giving a place for people to shine, which is killer.
Still ahead, we'll explore the traditional
You're doing all right.
and the outlandish side of New York City. As our wild look at the Big Apple continues. Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple. They take tradition very seriously here in New York, and nowhere do they take it more seriously than at Yankee Stadium, because here, baseball is the name of the game. There's no better way to start a day at Yankee Stadium than with a visit to Monument Park. It's where fans from all over have come to pay tribute to some of baseball's best.
You know, you have Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Roger Maris. That's when you say all those different words, that represents the New York Yankees.
These legends might have made baseball history, but it's today's young heroes that are upholding the Yankee tradition like never before.
Right now, I have to be the luckiest woman in Yankee Stadium, if not New York. Of course, I'm sitting next to Jorge Posada and Derek Jeter. Now tell me, did you guys dream of being Yankees growing up?
I did. I was born in New Jersey, so I was a big Yankee fan growing up. Jorge's from Puerto Rico, so I don't know who he's rooting for.
Who are you rooting for, Jorge?
A lot of teams. I didn't root for teams. I rooted for players.
This place is just filled with baseball tradition. How do you feel coming in here when you play?
Well, being a Yankee fan, I know a lot about the Yankees, and I'm a big history buff. I know a lot about the game, and you get the chills. I know I got the chills the first time I came here and played, and I get an opportunity to play out here where all the Yankee greats play.
What kind of fans are Yankee fans?
They're crazy. They can get a little crazy, but I mean, they're the greatest fans in the world.
What do you think about the fans? I saw them all cheering for you, just straight in against those.
They're great. I mean, we've been treated like kings. You're kind of spoiled playing in New York.
Are you gonna show me a thing or two out there?
Yeah, you've been bragging about how good you can throw.
I have not been bragging.
All right, so
not been bragging. Not with
we
these
got
guys.
the uniform for you.
Okay.
We got a glove.
Okay.
And we want to see what you got.
Okay. I'm gonna go easy on him.
Uh-oh.
Jorge's gonna critique you.
No, not me.
Oh, wait. That will not make it in the show.
And finally, my throw takes form.
You're doing all right.
Okay, well, have a great game, guys.
All right,
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Cool as that might have been, the Yankees had something even better in store for yours truly.
Look, you can't be nervous. Take the base, run out to second base. I'm going to take the base out for you. You just put this base in and boom, off the pitch.
What if I don't get it in?
Well, you will get it in. There's no problem.
I'm the only woman ever steal second base at Yankee Stadium! So maybe baseball is not your thing. Well, we've got a group of lady legends that audiences have been getting a kick out of for decades. I'm in New York. I have the chance to be a Rockette. I can hear them. This is the Rockettes dressing room. Come on. Not just anybody can go in here. Just us, just for Wild On. Come on, come on. Now, is this where it all happens or all begins, right in here?
This is right. Dressing room.
Yeah. So you guys just don't wake up looking like this.
Well, after the coffee.
How do you guys feel being part of the Rockette tradition?
It really is a tradition about being a New Yorker, you know, and it's a real privilege to be a Rockette.
And part of that privilege has a lot to do with the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. It's America's most popular live show, drawing over 1 million people from around the world.
The Christmas show has been going on at the Music Hall since the Rockettes came in 1932, so it's a great tradition.
Now, I understand there could possibly be an opening slot for me here.
Let's get you in costume.
You want to get me in costume?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be wonderful to see.
If you needed me, I would be right here in the middle. So, do you think that this is a possibility?
Absolutely. Let's do the strut kicks again, and let's make it with really great precision. That's the trademark of the Rockette.
See, I'm doing it, Bruce. Thank you.
Honorary Rockette.
Do I get to keep the hat?
Sure.
Okay. And the New York stage tradition doesn't end here. Down at the Darrell Roth Theater, model and avid theater goer James King explores the soaring spectacle of De La Guarda's Vija Vija.
The energy sucks you in.
Oh my God, it's so exhilarating. This Argentinian troupe brought the high-flying phenomenon to the stage with the hopes of challenging conventional theater.
How would you describe it? The first point I said you have to come and see because it's very difficult to describe. It's have dance, have music. We play music, we sing, we stay with the people, we stay in the air. There's a lot of emotions in the show. It's like a dream and like a carnival.
Vija Vija is a sensual blend of music and dance where performers display a range of unusual skills and provocative thrills.
It's more tribal, more raw, rather than something set up.
Yes, it's part of the idea of the show that you see the performance and you want to make what they are making.
And many come with the hopes to fly. Our very own James was among the chosen few to go airborne.
I went up there.
Yeah,
I wanted to stay up there.
Yeah,
I didn't come back down.
I was up there screaming, more, more, more. It's like a club at 3 a.m. and it's like just flying and it's kids and it's great.
To don't know what is going to happen, to feel that out of control.
Yes.
But not to feel fear. It's like a pleasure to be in a place out of control, like in a dream. You know,
Yes.
that anything could happen. That sensation we try to reach.
Still ahead, Sarah Jessica Parker shares some steamy secrets.
There's a lot of sexuality in the city that is unique to New York.
Plus, find out what goes on in Gotham's underground when Wild on the Big Apple continues. Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple. With almost 200 films shooting on location here in New York every year, it's no wonder that filmmakers are flocking here to capture some of the city's realistic backdrops. And here on the set of HBO's show, Sex and the City, cast and crew are attempting to define love and relationships in the big city. And what better place to do that than here in the funky niche of downtown's Union Square. Sarah Jessica Parker plays Carrie Bradshaw, a young writer who chronicles the dating rituals of New York's cultural elite.
There's a lot of sexuality in the city that is unique to New York, and it's hard to define exactly what the show says about it because all of us have very archetypal sort of perspective on sex and the sexual politics of men and women in this city.
And it's the nature of men and women that seem to be the topic of routine discussion among Bradshaw and her female counterparts.
Oh, don't be so judgmental. You could use a little back door.
I play Samantha Jones. She's a publicist in New York City. She's the sort of voice of experience in the group of 4 girls. And she sort of tells them
what things really mean and what they're really like out there in the big city, sexually.
Actually, no, that's not true. I don't want to. Or maybe I do. I don't know what I want. I'm kind of the conservative one. I'm still very hopeful about relationships, and I think that it's all going to work out as long as you kind of like play by the rules. So I'm a little more traditional.
The show reunites Kristen Davis with fellow Melrose veteran Darren Star, now the proud new creator of Sex and the City. Star has the opportunity to dabble in some unfamiliar territory.
For me, doing a comedy is a challenge. It's a fun challenge. And in this case, it's hopefully a little bit more about how people really do talk about sex and how the reality of that is kind of funny.
Chris Knopf plays Parker's now and then love interest, Mr. Big. It's a part that he's seen more than happy to play.
I love Sarah Jessica Parker. Do you hear me, Sarah? I love you.
We have a very real relationship, Sarah and I. I'm Sarah's kind of, we're together. We're a couple.
Doesn't sound too convincing? Well, one thing is for certain. The true urban backdrop has brought inspiration for both cast and crew.
New York City is as important a character in the show as a human. It feels great to be shooting in the middle of Fifth Avenue and really be exactly what you fantasized it should be.
New York lifestyle has also influenced some of our favorite TV shows. Behind me is Seinfeld's famous Tom's Restaurant. And although the show's been canceled, there's one man here in New York who's determined to keep the Seinfeld phenomenon alive and kicking.
It's not easy being the inspiration behind one of TV's most wacky characters. Just ask Kenny Kramer, the man behind Seinfeld's favorite gawky guy.
And it's exciting, you know, that people know me. Even people who don't watch the show, you know, they've seen me so many times. They say, yo, you're the real Kramer from Steinfeld.
Steinfeld?
They don't know who Seinfeld, but they... I know, but my wife spoiled it.
And Kenny was in the right place at the right time. It's here at this Midtown apartment complex where his old neighbor, Larry David, conceived what would one day be TV's most successful sitcom.
While Larry was living across the hall, one day, Jerry Seinfeld came and asked him to help create a television show. Larry came up with this idea for a show about nothing. He based the character Jerry on Jerry and George on himself, and every show needs a wacky neighbor. I was across the hall, so he based the character on me, used my name Kramer. Didn't give me the job, I might add.
With nearly a dozen Seinfeld landmarks throughout Manhattan, Kenny saw a prime opportunity to make his own mark on Seinfeld's success.
A lot of things that happened in real life became episodes of the show, and that's the basis of Kramer's reality tour.
Even the Seinfeld enthusiasts can't get enough of their local celebrities.
All right, Kramer. Hey, how you doing, pal?
All right, Kramer! Hi,
Get it?
he's a celebrity.
They love me.
Better than the real thing.
Look at
the
this.
real thing.
This little nondescript Chinese takeout place I have made internationally famous.
Landmark.
Landmark. Absolutely.
And if there's one landmark that attracts the crowds, it's the Soup Kitchen, home of the infamous Soup Nazi.
He's gonna walk right up and say, "You're the Nazi," I've heard someone. I tell people you shouldn't call him that. It's not proper and appropriate. You should call him the Soup Rat Bastard, because this is politically correct.
Now it's time to approach the unapproachable.
You can go.
I'm kind of nervous. Well, if I was to have soup today, what would you suggest?
Oh, well then, go to next door, McDonald's, blame P all over here.
So no soup for me?
Oh, well then, waste my time talking to you. Yeah. You're paying your business to public. You media trading for, which is nothing. You know, advantage of the whole thing.
I think I have a feeling there is no soup for me today. Just a feeling I have. Coming up next, we'll show you a side of New York you've never seen before.
Tonight basically is a celebration of all things kinky and weird.
Don't you dare go away. Welcome back to Wild on the Big Apple. We're up here on the terrace of one of New York's most elegant hideaways, the Palace Hotel. Now, New York City's Times Square has long been known for its XXX theaters and peep shows, but that's all changed since Mayor Giuliani's 42nd Street cleanup. Still, our own resident New York-based expert, Stephanie Stokes, has set out to see what remains of New York's thriving underground culture.
Hi, this is Stephanie Stokes coming to you from the Black and Blue Ball. I am your local sexpert here to bring you and invite you to this, well, S&M festival, if you will.
is a celebration of all things kinky and weird, all things wild and wonderful, which is S&M.
Started out about 5 years ago. We wanted to combine the people who played in the S&M and leather scene with the people who really, really dressed. And we wanted to have a space where everybody could get together and look really good and do their decadent play.
You look around, you got a real mosaic of all the different tastes, of all the different fetish gear, from leather, latex, everything. And there's people from all over the country that come here, and there's no other city in America where everybody is so open-minded and accepting of just everyone's lifestyle.
Whoa, that was really amazing. But if you want to take it to another level, may I suggest the Gilded Cage for a little personalized attention.
The surprise element is another thing. We never tell them when we're going to do it. The leather paddle is for more of a light to medium type of spanking, which... Well, the Gilded Cage is a place where fantasies come true. Fantasies based on fetishes and bondage and discipline, cross-dressing.
As a mistress, I help boys that want to become girls to live out their fantasies, and they can come to the Venus Lounge where it's very plush and beautiful.
Actually, we have quite a lot of scenarios that we work out here. We focus more on the healing perspective. These are our play toys, and I don't mean Toys R Us. This is a very interesting little piece of equipment. It's not a pizza cutter, by the way. It is called a Neuro Wheel. What it does is it creates a nice little prickly sensation which sends shivers up and down your spine. It's one of my favorite tools.
I want to thank Mistress Yvonne and the other mistresses as well here at the Gilded Cage, coming to you from New York City.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to all this Manhattan madness. Thanks for joining us for Wild on the Big Apple, E's electrifying and unconventional look at the big city. And remember, if it's happening in entertainment, it's happening on E. See you later.
Forget L.A. New York's where it's at. Oh, Jules, my crown jewels, family jewels. Love her. Just give me a little kiss on the cheek. You didn't fall for it.
I've heard better.
All this and brains too.
That's right, baby. No hat, though.
No hat, yeah.
No hat. Ew! I'm not leaving hatless tonight. Okay. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you, Dominic.
Emotions in the show. It's like a dream and like a carnival.
Vija is a sensual blend of music and dance where performers display a range of unusual skills and provocative thrills.
It's more tribal, more raw, rather than something set up.
Yes, it's part of the idea of the show that you see the performance and you want to make what they are making.
And many come with the hopes to fly. Our very own James was among the chosen few to go airborne.
I went up there.
Yeah,
I wanted to stay up there.
Yeah,
I didn't want to come back down.
I was up there, I was screaming, more, more, more. It's like a club at 3 a.m. and it's like just flying and it's kids and it's great.
You don't know what is going to happen, to feel that out of control.
Yes.
But not to feel fear. It's like a pleasure to be in a place out of control, like in a dream.
Yes.
Anything could happen. That sensation we try to reach.